Hello, I'd like to try something new. I'm currently working on a poem that I haven't finished, but I'd like to share it and see what you guys think. Maybe do some collaborative writing. Um, Hopefully, people can leave some feedback in the comments or something. Um, I'm going to read the poem as I have it so far, and then I'll talk a bit about it afterwards. I'm looking forward to the revolution, to when the world is divided, so I can make a contribution. This I've already decided. I'm looking forward to my neighbors, and the policeman with no name. The love in my allegiance and opposition is the same. I'm looking forward to the fire, and the flame upon my heart, which I will wear upon my sleeve, which will blaze throughout the dark. I'm looking forward to the suffering, which will teach us to be brave. Our children will keep ushering a harmonious new age. I'm looking forward to the headlines, lying directly to our faces, and the undisputable truth, always permeating all spaces. The fact that right and wrong exist is not a matter of debate. In the opportunity to resist, I'm looking forward to my fate. So the poem is inspired by recent events and also reading 1984. It's quite dramatic, and I want to be careful with how I write it, especially when I do the finished product, because I don't want the message to be misconstrued. Revolution is a dangerous topic, but I also think it is a necessary topic to talk about. Yeah, without saying too much, when the world is divided, I think it's a worthwhile thing to do, to take a stance, on something. And this poem is trying to take a stance on revolution, um, an optimistic stance, by saying that it's a good thing. I think some of the good things that can come from it is that in those moments when the world is divided, we can definitely see the worst in humanity, but we can also see the best in humanity. And ideally, I'd like this poem to focus on the best of humanity. I'm looking forward to the revolution means I'm looking forward to when the world needs my best the most. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to give my best. I'm looking forward to the opportunity for the best of me to come out and present itself to the world. Um, and in the middle of all that darkness and confusion, when the world is divided, kind of seeing the light in the darkness, seeing this rise of something. Even in the harshest conditions, a desert flower can grow, you know? And um, I guess the poem is saying um, that I'm looking forward to those conditions because I can't see a desert flower at any other time in my life. There's no other time in the world where you can see beauty on this level. Um, the poem is not saying that division is a good thing. The poem is not saying that there's something that is good about suffering. It's not trying to glorify suffering. It's trying to see the beauty in it. Um, but I don't want the poem to become something that doesn't represent reality, because the reality is we're headed towards some dark times. Um, And we don't need to be headed towards those dark times. But if we are headed towards those dark times, and if that is our fate, then I'm looking forward to being a light in those dark times. That's the intention of the poem. So I guess maybe that's where I'm asking for help, because it's a hard line to walk between optimistic and glorifying these dark times. So what do you think about those concepts? What do you think about the stanzas that I wrote and how they relate to those concepts? Do you have a stanza of your own that you might want to write? Yeah, help me out. Contribute to a thought discussion, and let's see where this goes.